We are healthy. We are joyful. We are fulfilled. We are exactly who we are. We are healthy. We are joyful. We are fulfilled. We are exactly who we are. And in Sanskrit and Gurumukhi, Pavan Pavana Hari Hari Mata Mata Ji Ad Sach Pavan Pavana Hare Hare Mata Mata Ji Ad Sach Good day to you. If we haven't met before, I'm Guru Singh, and I have been working with yoga my entire life because my great aunt left England and went to India in 1916 and ended up in Calcutta, where she met Sri Yukteswar, who was Paramahansa Yogananda's teacher. And she studied there for 3 years until Paramahansa was being drawn to America. And she went with him and actually worked with him until his passing in 1952. So when I was born into this household, this was part of our life, this world of opportunity to create a greater awareness. And one of the things that I have learned in that is that spirituality and science are identical. If you dig deeply enough into spirituality, into yoga, into Qigong, into Tai Chi, into any of the spirit-based practices, science, when you dig deeply enough into spirit-based practice, you come to science. You come to the reasons why things were created the way they were, whether the individuals creating them understood the science or not. It's all scientifically based. What we have at Kundalini University is a course of 22 chapters. We call them modules. And we go through all of the aspects of life, all of the aspects of spirit-based living, and all of the aspects of how you can take this into your life and make this life your lifestyle. When you scientifically study infinity, what you understand is that in an infinite state, which is what the cosmos is, and everything within that cosmos is part of that infinite state, that the natural nature of life is to be at ease, healthy, in joy, emotional balance, knowing, wisdom and knowledge, and in the spirit, the natural state of a human being is enlightened. Anything other than that is an ignoring of that enlightenment. That ignoring has been compounded through the centuries, through the millennia, and through the generations. And so now we feel this ignorance. We have been ignoring our ease, and so there is a lot of dis-ease. We have been ignoring our joy, so there's a lot of emotional imbalance. We have been ignoring our knowing, and so there is a lot of what would be called ignorance. And there is a lot of sense of the lack of fulfillment, the lack of enlightenment. What we work with at Kundalini University is how to redirect and recorrect all of these components physically, emotionally, mentally, and soulfully. This is not a religious study. This has nothing to do with religion. This is not anything other than enabling a practitioner of Kundalini to use it to make whatever they are more perfect. If you're a religious person, you become more perfectly religious in the way of your choosing. If in addition to that, or if in exclusion of that, you're a professional, you become more articulate and accurate in your profession. If you're in addition to that or in exclusion to that, a family person, you become more engaged in those relationships. You become a better parent, a better student, a better child, a better sibling, a better nephew, a better aunt, a better niece, a better whatever it is that you are in life. You become better at it. You become healthier because it's a disciplined lifestyle. You become more joyful because you learn how all of the various glands and organs and how you work with them can create a variety of emotions. And you learn, just like you would dial in a recipe if you're trying to bake something or cook something, that you can actually cook your life the way you want it to be and have it served to you as a delicious moment and momentum. This is the nature. In addition to this, you learn in community, and community-based learning is the best. Yes, we are online, but I am live with you twice a week. Yes, we are a large community, but we divide it down into smaller groups with a group leader. We learned through decades how to support the individual student so that the individual student could gather the most out of their experience. We learn that how you can elevate that heart and mind relationship. Because in fact, and medically they are studying this in today's world, there is neurology in the gut, there is neurology in the heart, and of course we all know there is neurology in the head. But over the last few thousand years, all we have been focusing on is the neurology in the head, and we've lost much of the capacity of the neurology in the gut, which is all about the three dimensions of space. The nourishment of food, the nourishment of relationships, the nourishment of ideas, the nourishment of inspiration. And then there is the heart center. The heart center neurology is you can give with great effort, but in order to receive, you must relax. The old saying, what goes around comes around. What you give, you will receive. But in order to receive, you must relax into that knowing that it is coming. And that takes us to the head brain, where it is an analytical, two-dimensional brain, right, wrong, good, bad, yes, no. It makes decisions based on knowing. And these decisions are assisted by the various glands and organs in our body. Lungs secrete peptides and hormones, lipids and proteins that enable us to believe more. The heart is hope, willingness, and courage. The French word for heart is coeur, and that's where the word courage comes from. Courage. It means a time of the heart. The sounds that I was telling you about in the mantra, the sounds of these various areas are something that we work with. Ma, that mother sound of the gut, that's the mother point where you were connected by the umbilical cord in the womb. This is Ma. The sound of your breath is S, and that's the sound of Sa. The sound of the head brain is that affirmative, Ya. So it goes Ma, Sa, Ya. And then you repeat Ya. There is a connection between all of this and the cosmos, which is called Ho. The Native Americans had this expression, Aho. It meant that I am connected to the Great Spirit. That Ho is the connection. And then there is the sound Wa. That Wa, which is the universal mind. Let me show you graphically. This is a graphic depiction of a cutaway of our body. We have the legs and the pelvis, and then we have the abdomen, and then we have the diaphragm, the two lungs, and the heart, and then we have the neck and throat going on up into the head. Everything that you do in yoga, no matter what form of yoga that is affecting all of this area. It's either sedating it or activating it, depending upon the nature of the posture and the movement. In Kundalini Yoga, we learn how to sedate and activate in a particular way, and we formulate what are called kriyas, which are set of biometric movements and asanas or acupostures that work so that you end up at the end of a yoga set, which is called a kriya, you end up with this sense, which is the name of the kriya, of what you're striving to achieve. If you do that consistently over time, then all of a sudden you begin to understand how your body, your emotions, and your thought process or the mental processes coordinate and work together. At Kundalini University, in this 200-hour training, we literally learn how to coordinate these things so that our life, instead of being happen chance, becomes focused, clear, and deeply intentional. One of the aspects of life that either sends us forward or holds us back is our sense of security and safety. One of the things about learning in a group is that you start to learn how to support each other and how to be supported. And so that sense of safety and security is very much enhanced by studying in this kind of a setting such as Kundalini University. One of the things that we ascribe to very sincerely is the sense of personal goals. Each and every one of us that are on these kinds of master classes have a set of personal ambitions, personal plans. Learning to work with your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, and your spirit body enables you to not only have plans, but to set up a coordinated way of moving toward your plan sequentially and systematically. Having a community around you enables you to have accountability. You can share these ideas with some of those who you've made close relation with, and you can hold each other gently accountable for those goals and for those plans. The testimonials that have happened from people that have gone through this 200-hour training are literally phenomenal. They're more than we ever expected, because people are not only finding their way in their life as a person of a practitioner of yoga, but it's enabling every other aspect of their life, their relationships, their ability to have plans and goals and achieve them. And so this is that nature of the Ma, Sa, Ya, Ya, Ho, Wa. That is that it enables you to connect not only everything within you, but also connect to everything around you. This is a sincere study that we have developed over decades of practice, and we have formulated it into Kundalini University. I joined together with Brett Larkin, who had been online teaching for several years, and we put together this opportunity. There have been over 1,200 graduates since we began just 3.5 years ago. This is a very powerful opportunity for not only for you, but for us who are involved with this teaching in the university. And so what I would like to do is I would like to just have you do one movement-based exercise, just so that we can sort of stir the body up a speck. And then I'm going to turn this over to Katrina, who will coordinate how we function in our conversation, whether you want to think of it as a Q&A or just a conversation. So if you would come standing up, and I'll show you what we're talking about with the Kriya, the acuposture, and the biometric movement. So just come standing up and put your legs and feet about 1.5 to 2 times the width of your shoulders. And then come down, bending your knees, and come down into what is called a horse stance, which looks like the back leg of a horse. You take your arms and put them out to the sides, and you exhale through your lips as you bring the hands together. You can clap them or just bring them close. So it's and then inhale as you, through the nose, as you bring them back as far as you can. You're working on the lungs and heart. You're working on the central nervous system, which goes down through your arms into your hands. If you clap the hands, you're stimulating the nerve endings. You're also working on the central nervous system that goes down through your legs. So you're working on the heart and lungs and the central nervous system in this biometric motion. Just a few more seconds. And now inhale. And exhale, and just let your whole body dangle down from the hips. And inhale and swoop your arms up and out. Exhale and go back down into that down position. Inhale and swoop up. Exhale, continue. Taking our body through motion that is not the normal motion of daily life opens up new avenues within your body, which helps to stimulate glands and organs, nerves, and circulation in a way that is not normal in our life. So having a practice in which we do this for a few minutes every day is part of organizing a healthier lifestyle, a healthier life. Now inhale up, hold it, arch back, and exhale. And now just come sitting back down. And as you're just sitting there, let's just for a moment experience that sensation of being at ease, being in calmness. And be aware of your breathing. And as you're sitting in this calmness, activate your curiosity. What more would you like to know? Either about Kundalini or what the training is like. We've come together for an opportunity to experience what's possible. So just gently activate your curiosity. And now take a deep inhale. Exhale through your lips. Another deep inhale. Exhale through your lips. Excellent. Rub your palms together vigorously. And to bring ourselves out of a more dreamtime kind of state of the brain, just take your fingers and tap gently on your forehead. And welcome, welcome, welcome to this Kundalini University family. Behind the scenes, there are over a dozen people that are working to make everything as smooth, reliable, and responsive and responsible as is possible. And we're so grateful that you came today to this information session. And as is the case in all of Kundalini, there's a joyous prayer that we sing at the end. And being a musician that has sung the traditional words for thousands upon thousands upon thousands of times, I took the opportunity, as we do in Kundalini University, to build a different set of words. May the mystic stars shine around us all. The everlasting oceans of love bring joy within us all, and the pure light, pure light, deep down inside, Spirit's guiding our way on. Spirit's guiding our way on. Truly, it has been a great joy to be with you today. I look forward to being with you in our upcoming training. So really, if you're on the fence, jump forward. If you're behind the fence, climb the fence. If you're already committed, we are so grateful that you are coming to be with us, and we'll spend these months together. Love you. Bless you. Be well. Be at peace. And be successful in all of your dreams. Sat Nam.